All right, I am recording. Oh, hold on. Wow, Miss Regina. Ashe. 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 Woo. Ashe. You can't make this stuff up. All right, here we go. Shenice, I am recording this, and this is going to help so many people. So thank you for doing this. We're doing money blocks. Removing money blocks. So when you think about money, what is your relationship with money?
First word that came to mind was scarce.
Guilt.
Scarce.
Scarce.
Mhm.
Scarce. Ah. Why scarce? That's a good word. Why scarce?
Cause I think about my mom, my grandma, when they talk about money and how, oh Lord, this bill is this much money and we don't have this much money and we can't afford this, or no girl, much money. I think about them and the bills piling up and my mom saying it's not enough money. That's what I think. Then I get this knot in my stomach, like, oh God, I'm about to go to a ball.
Ashe. Ashe. When you were growing up, was money that way when you were growing up also?
Well, see, that's the thing. When I was growing up, I got everything I wanted. My mom made it look like, you want something? Okay, we can get it. All right, cool. Christmas time, birthdays, all that. It wasn't until I got older, got to teenage age, making money stage, that the whole, oh, we don't have it now, or we can't afford this now. Girl, that's a lot of money, and things of that nature.
Ashe. How old were you when that started?
I want to say 14, because, yeah, that's when I started looking for a job to try to make some money. Like, okay, well, can't make it. Y'all can't give it to me. Go ahead so I can get a job so I can make my own money.
Ashe. And were you able to get a job?
Not till I was 16.
Ashe. Ashe. At 16, you got your first job. And how long did you work when you turned 16? So you worked from 16 to what age?
In the actual regular employee, I want to say till I was like 22, 21.
Okay. So you worked from 16 to 21. And then at the age of 21, what did you do?
I discovered that I can make more money not being an employee. Let's just say that.
You became an entrepreneur at 21.
Yes.
Who taught you that?
I learned about it. I got given a book, Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Who gave you the book?
This guy that owned a club.
Okay. Okay. Did you look up to him? Or just somebody just randomly gave you the book?
He wasn't, he randomly gave me the book. It was a club he owned I used to work at, and he and my friend were cool. I'm her best friend. So
Okay.
he was teaching us, okay, you don't need to go work for somebody else. You need to build up a business and actually do it.
Okay. So kind of like a new mentor.
Yeah, you could say
Okay.
that.
Okay. So you got the book, you read the book, you said, good, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
So you started doing that at 21. What was your first business venture?
I was a dancer. I don't care.
Huh?
I was a dancer.
Oh, you was a dancer.
Yeah.
I say. The body was on fleek. Is that what you're saying? The body was on fleek? Yes.
It was crazy. It was crazy because when I was 16, I did fast food. I was like, okay, I got tired of that and discovered that, okay, I can make more money sitting on my butt working at a call center. Worked at a call center until I was 21, and then I discovered, oh, wait a minute, I can make more money just looking cute and dancing. Where my girl went and got jobs at the
I say.
club. So.
I say. How long did you dance till you turned how old?
Oh, I want to say until I was 26. Yeah,
26.
26, 27, yeah.
Okay. What made you stop dancing?
They got robbed.
Okay. Dangerous.
Yeah. Like,
Dangerous.
okay, I'm done. I got to find something else to do.
Okay. Had you ever moved out on your own, or had you always lived with mom?
I had three places by myself.
Okay. 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 So you moved back with mom after the dancing?
Actually, it was in between when I was dancing, had a little part-time gig, dancing all by myself. Yeah, it was in between. Like I said, I want to say I've had three places. One place I had a roommate, and then my other two places I had by myself.
Okay. Okay. So you moved back with mom in between that time.
Mm-hmm.
When you moved back with mom, did mom still have the same space with money, like not having enough of it
Yeah.
or scarce?
Yeah.
Did she have more responsibilities or same amount of responsibilities?
I want to say it was the same because she lived with her mom until she bought this house. She bought this house in 2000. So from
Okay.
2000 before, it was just her and my grandmother. They lived together, and then I convinced her, okay, mom, you should get a house. You should buy a house. You're old enough. You should move out and get your own. And she got her own. She bought a house. So she's always had.
Okay. I say. I say. When you think about, so you did the dancing and then you stopped dancing and you're home with mom. What did you do after dancing?
I don't know what I do. I started reading up on the whole energy and psychic abilities, and because I always had a passion for that. I always loved that. And when I found out, okay, I can make money doing readings. Let's do that. And that's when I created the Oracle Treehouse and started doing radio shows and talking to people and doing that.
I say. I say. So you read up on it. You read books on it.
I read books, purchased as many audio books as I could. Like I have a big library, lots of Oracle cards, library of books, library of audio books. I'm self-taught. I basically taught myself to reawaken my psychic abilities.
I say. I say. And did you teach yourself how to read the cards, or you took classes?
I taught myself how to read the cards too.
I say. I say. All right. So now you're here in this space. What are the cards and your psychic abilities attached to? Like where did it come from? The psychic ability, the cards, where did that space come from?
Meaning from me or meaning?
Well, wherever it came from, where did it come from? What
Well,
where
I feel like my psychic abilities have always been there. I feel like we're all intuitive psychic. It's just that because a lot of us are brung up not to develop them or not to hold on to them because we all have it as a kid, but it's taught out of us. So I feel like I've always had it.
sure. So where does this place come from though? You always had it. What is it? What does it come from? And like, what is it attached to?
God, universe, the force.
I said God, universe, and the forest.
Yes.
I said. I said. So the psychic abilities and um, the gifts and things like that, gifts as they use the word gift, all comes from a spiritual place, God, universal laws, universal principles, nature, and
Yes.
things like that. Okay. All right, cool. How do you feel about, well, what religion were you brought up in?
Oh, Christian.
Christian.
Mhm.
What were some of the things that Christianity taught you about money?
Mm, it's scarce. It's hard to make money, hard to come by. You better be grateful for every penny that you have. You can't afford the big things in life. Um, the whole having money is bad. I always had a problem with that though. Like, why is money bad? We need money. So, but
So you had a little bit of a problem with money is bad.
yeah.
But do you believe that you believed it?
No, I always questioned it because, like I said, I'm like, how is money bad if we need it to run stuff? If we need to live, why is it bad?
Well, why is it bad indicates that you may believe that you're questioning it. Did you ever believe that money was bad? Think
I
about it.
never believed that money was bad.
Mhm.
You know what? I'm gonna say yes on that one. Cause whenever like we got a lump sum of money, or I was around like a lot of money, like big pile of money, like I would just get really and what do they call it? And the anxiety would pop up in me, and it just felt like, okay, you're not supposed to have this much money. You're not supposed to have that. Like, okay, $200 is good for you, but for you to have 5, 10, $15,000, no, you're not supposed to have that much money.
I should. I should. You still feel that way today?
If I'm around, if I get a big check, yes.
I should. Beautiful lady. Beautiful. And this thing that you're doing, spirituality and living in that space of creating income from your spiritual space.
Mm.
Were you here earlier to hear Cheryl's?
Yes, I relate to her
To relate?
totally. Yeah, I was listening to her while I was doing DoorDash, and I was listening. I was like, oh my god, I can relate. So relate to her. Like, oh my god, girl, yes. That's why I'm still here at my mom's, because like I said, the whole free thing, like they just come in groves for that whole free thing. But when you want to start charging, it's like you're not supposed to charge for your gifts. What do you mean I'm not supposed to charge for my gifts? I don't understand that. And then that feeling that I think it's because it's I'm not an inbred thing, but I guess it's been engraved in my brain that, okay, if you have these gifts, you're not supposed to make money off it. Okay, but what about all these other people, John Holland, Michelle White Dove, all these other people who are making money off it? How are they living? How are they doing it? Like, it boggles my mind. It pissed me off at the same time. Like, okay, why can't I do it? Why is people getting at me because I don't want to do my services for free? I want to charge for mine. I don't get it.
Why don't you want to charge for why don't you want to charge for your services?
Well, I do, but no, like Cheryl was saying, nobody comes. You do free. I used to do free things all the time. I would do them on my radio show. I would do them on Facebook Live when Facebook Live came out, and they would just be coming in groves. Like, okay, as soon as you start talking about, okay, well, my services are da silence. Like they would back off. It's like I don't understand.
So why don't you want to charge for your services?
I do want to charge services.
I know you believe that you do. Why don't you want to charge for your services?
Why don't I want to accept charges?
Mm-mm.
Accept money for my
Why don't
service?
you want to? Why don't you want to charge for them right now, today? Why don't you want to charge for them?
So I feel like nobody will pay me.
I say. Oh, and why won't they pay you? You're doing good, lady.
I feel like it's good enough.
Huh?
I feel like they think I'm not good enough.
I say. You're doing good, lady. Do you think you're good enough?
I don't know. I don't know because I've recently since I quit left Amazon and picked up DoorDash, I've just been like, freak it. I'll do this until something falls through. But when I think about wanting to do it, it's like, okay, nobody's gonna pay me. I'm tired of doing free stuff. So like my whole inspiration and motivation of wanting to do it has like because of that money factor. And for real, DoorDash is getting kind of old. I've only been doing it for 2 weeks and I'm just already over it. And then that whole working hard for money thing is
Sure.
I mean, I've really at one point contemplated just, you know what, if I can't make money the way I want to make money, I'm just gonna lay it down. Like cost my mom before. Back then I was like, because it's like, why am I gonna struggle? I don't want to struggle. I'm not. I know I'm not put here to struggle, and if I have to struggle, then I might as well carry my butt back.
Sure. Why aren't you good enough?
I don't believe in myself.
Why not?
Why don't I believe? No, maybe because I'm waiting for somebody to tell me I'm good enough.
Sure. You're good enough.
Thank you, doctor.
Did that work?
No.
I say. So why don't you think you're good enough?
And then also is fear of putting myself out there like I've done before, fear of, and I've felt spirit, I've delivered messages, I've done that before, but that fear of being wrong or being heckled, being laughed at, especially because I'm a Black woman talking about energy, spirituality, and
Love that. I love that. Why? Fear of being wrong. How could you be wrong?
not hearing
Huh?
not hearing the message right
From who?
from spirit.
I say. Now, me and you're going to do this for a little while.
Okay.
I want you to get a piece of paper and a pen.
Already there.
You know me already. On the side, I want you to put on the piece of paper the word money.
Money. Okay.
And under the word money, I want you to put the word scarce.
Okay.
And I want you to put the word, if you love God, you don't have a lot of money.
You love God. Say it again.
How did you word it? God doesn't want you to have a lot of money.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Doesn't have a lot of money. Yeah. And um, onto how did you find the cards and the reading of the cards? What made you do it? You already said the answer, but and if you repeat the same answer, that's fine. What made you go to the cards and say create a I can do the cards. I can do the cards. I can do the cards and do what?
Make money.
There you go. Write that down. I can do the cards and make money.
Okay.
Okay. So hopefully you wrote that on one side of the paper. If you didn't, then just
Okay.
go under it. If you wrote that on one side of the paper, go to the right side of the paper and write this. If you wrote it straight across, then go under it and write this.
Okay. So, under it.
Okay. Which one are you on the side or you under it?
Oh, under it.
Okay, so under it, right? The message comes from spirit. Messages, because you said your messages come from God. Messages come from spirit.
Spirit. Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you a question. You put the pen down for a second. I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you believe? Do you trust God with your life? Honestly.
Honestly, yeah. Yeah.
Honestly.
Honestly, I believe I'm divinely guided and protected. Yes.
Do you trust God with your life?
I want to say
I don't want the politically correct answer. I want your
I
real answer.
like I want to say yes, but part of it wants to say no because if you trust him, if I trust him totally with my life, then I trust that he will or it will have me living as long as it wants me to, which might not be as long as I want to.
Do you trust God with your life?
Again, I want to say
You do?
yeah. I want
Are
to say
you are you concerned right now about being able to pay your bills and take care of yourself?
yes.
Do you worry about that?
Not as much home with my mom, but the thought does cross my mind. If she were to go to glory, I would probably be jammed up right now.
So you're trusting your mom right now. As long as she's alive, it's okay. If she dies, not okay.
Yeah.
Do you trust God with your life?
No.
Whatever your answer is, whatever your truth is, it's fine.
Okay. To that extent, no.
Sure. Do you worry about things that happen in your life? Like if you'll make enough money to do this, if you'll make enough money to do that, if you'll have enough money to take care of this aspect of your life. Buy a new car if you want to buy a new car. Get your own place if you want to get your own place. Do you trust God to do those things for you?
No, but I want to.
I say. So under that put, no, I don't trust God 100%. And you're doing an amazing job, lady.
Okay.
An amazing job.
Okay.
Beautiful work. Beautiful work. It's very hard to be honest with ourselves, and it's very hard to get to God or to get to the truth when we're not honest with ourselves. A lot of times people go, I trust God with my life. And honey, if they walk out that front door, they don't even trust God to make sure they get to the car on time. You know what I mean? It's very good to be honest with ourselves about whether we trust God or not. And I remember a time when I said, yeah, I don't trust you at all. Joker, you don't got no rhyme or rhythm. I don't even know who you are. I don't trust you at all. But without me saying that, I would have never got to the place where I trust.
Oh,
Because I would have been living inside my lie.
God.
And living inside my lie would yield me the same results of not having the trust. So it takes a lot to say, no, I don't trust you. But it's a beautiful thing to say, no, I don't trust you. Because God can't fix what God has already, if God doesn't know that it needs to fix it. So if God comes and goes, I trust you can pass me by, I trust you, go to them, they don't trust you. I trust you. Well, all the time, I don't trust you, Joker. So at the end of the day, everybody who didn't trust them, they got their answer, so they moving on and trust them. You still right here. Well, how they going forward? How they get that in their life? How they get come from? I'm over here praising you and serving you, and you didn't do nothing for me. But you
Right.
over here saying I trust you, and you don't.
Right. There's a lot of us, and I'm one of them.
I say, so you did amazing today. Some people won't say that truth.
I feel I like you say I don't, but I want to because of the
Yes.
I want to say inbred, not the inbred, but the programming
Yes.
that you have to trust God. You trust God, but like you say, trust Him, but you're not going nowhere.
I say, you're doing good, lady. By the time this is all over and done, you'll be the one saying, I trust him, honey, with my stacking drawers. But you gotta do the work to get there first.
Okay.
You gotta do the work to get there first. So you did great. And you can write down in the little corner, but I want to trust you. But I want to trust you.
I want to trust you.
If God tells me God's going to supply my every need and I don't have to beg nobody, and at the end of the month, I don't know if my rent going to get paid and I got to beg somebody, I don't trust that joker. Because you ain't did what you was supposed to do. I ain't supposed to be begging and doing none of that stuff at the end of the month. So no, I don't trust you. That's real. Stay right here. I'm just going to ask Brandy one question. Just shake your head, Brandy. Can you hear me, Brandy? You don't have to unmute yourself. Just shake your head. All right. Do you trust God with your life? And I want you to be honest. There you go. There you go.
That's how I feel.
Ashe.
I say.
Ashe. Would you like to trust God with your life? There you go. Ashe. You're not by yourself, Shenice. You're by yourself. So let's get to the place where we trust it. Let me ask you another question. Inside your gift, the gift of reading the cards, the gift of giving the messages, who does that come from? Where do those messages come from?
I feel like they come from spirit, God,
All right.
universe, whatever you want to call this.
Okay. God, they come from God.
Yes.
Do you trust God?
Not totally, no.
Ashe. So if they come from God and you don't trust God, it will give you doubt in the message that you give.
Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Ashe.
Okay.
When
That
you
makes
remove that doubt, you're gonna walk into I don't care, like I told you, I don't care whether you say it's a lie or not. I don't really care. Because Spirit already told me and I trust the Spirit.
yes.
I don't care what you say. You know? Because that's that place in God where no. That's what you're saying. I want that space.
Yes.
Been there. Been there, sis. Been there. So let's get to the trusting part. What area of your life do you want God to show up in?
Mainly, money, me having it come easy, having that struggle, having that to do work I don't want to do in order to make money.
Asha. Asha. So far we've identified your money block. I want to see if you heard yourself, and then I'm gonna give you an assignment. We're gonna come back next week and we're gonna talk about it.
Okay.
What is your money block? Do you know yet?
Scarcity?
The feeling of scarcity?
Yeah.
The feeling that it's scarce?
That is scarce. Not trusting God.
Asha. Asha. Beautiful lady. Beautiful. And this is what I did. I would encourage you to do the same thing. And if you're encouraged to do the same thing, you share with me if you already know the answer. If not, share with me when you get back when we meet next week. Here's how my conversation went. God, I don't trust you. I want to, but I don't. And I would love to trust you in the area of love. I would love to trust you in the area of love. Because I don't think you love me. I want to know, I want to feel that you love me, but I don't trust that you love me. And the reason that I don't trust that you love me is because blah, 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 blah. And I need you to show up and show me that you love me. And I don't want you to hurt me to show me that you love me. I want to find out that you love me in perfect peace and harmony. I want that relationship with you, and I need you to help me get it. So yours is money. So you would have a conversation with God about money. And you would have to tell God, I don't trust you. And it's okay to tell God that, because guess what? God knows it whether you tell God or not. You can't fool Mother Nature. So you can't fool God. God will just pass you by if you let it, because it's not going to force its way in. So if you don't reach out to it, then it's just going to say, bye-bye, you don't need it, bye, you're not wanting it, bye. I used to get mad at the people who were sitting in the church all day long and never grew out. And then I said, they don't want it, because if they wanted it, they'd have asked for it. And they'd have went past church. They don't want it because they didn't ask for it. Because I know when you ask for it, you get it. You don't have it because you didn't ask for it. So you say, God, I don't trust you in the area of my finances. I want to trust you, but I don't. And here's why I don't trust you. And lay out your why I don't trust you. And I need you to help me trust you. I need you got to show up for me.
Okay, but part feels like God showed up as far as like this DoorDash, but that's not what I want.
There you go. When God show up and give you, it's going to be what you want.
Okay.
You can't pray for a red car and then get a black car that's halfway working and say, God gave it to me. Well, God did give it to you, you know what I'm saying? But because God gave you everything. But I'm just saying the level of your faith or the level of your walk with God.
Okay.
If I ask for a red car with blue polka dots, if somebody bring me a black car, that ain't what I asked for. And I was waiting for my red car with polka dots.
Gotcha.
Some people's mentality is say, get the car, God gave you a car. Nah, I asked for this car. And the kind of relationship I have with God, I'm going to get the car I asked for. Now, you may not have that kind of relationship with God. You'll settle for whatever car comes down the line, that's on you. But that's not the relationship I desire to have with the God I serve.
Okay. See, I have a block there with that. Oh my God. That, again, the programming. Oh my God.
There you go. What was your block? What did you just discover?
Oh God. That whole.
Can't question God.
Okay, you asked for a red car. I bought you a black car. I'm hearing that programming. Okay, well, you should be happy with what you got.
I say. Because God can't give you what you asked for.
Yeah, like.
Ain't that crazy?
Yes. And then on like the metaphysical thing I've read where they say, okay, well, even if you write it down to the detail, you still have to leave room for better. Because God's going to bring, even though you wrote it down on a red car, God can always bring you better than a red car. Okay, a red car with rims and a full sound system and top of the line, like that.
Yeah, but if I ask for a red car and it's got blue polka dots on it, and then I get a red car that's got blue polka dots and it's enhanced with something else, I'll take that. I go, God and gave me something greater, but you sure won't give me anything less.
Okay. I see that.
It's the relationship you establish.
Okay.
Some people really do establish a relationship where if they ask for a blue car, if they get a red one, they'll be, I just got a red car, but shut my mouth and be happy. Because that's the kind of God they serve. I don't serve that God.
Gotcha.
That's what we talked about earlier. We talked about there's so many different gods. And you can worship and honor the false God all day long. Now, if I sat there and worshiped that God, I would be worshiping the false God. Because in my mind, I would be like, why would you give me that card and ask for it? I asked for the red card with the blue pocket polka dots.
Gotcha.
So if I bow down to the blue card, I'll be serving the false God because that ain't my God. My God gonna give me the red card with the blue polka dots.
Okay. I see what you're saying. And then, oh my goodness, another fear just came up. Okay, so I asked for the red car. I got the blue car. I don't want the blue car. I want the red car. Now the thought is, okay, well, until you get your red car, you back to walking again. We don't want to walk. So that programming, we accept the blue car anyway.
So how do you get out of that? Using your current space, how do you elevate from that space? What can you do to elevate? Little girl, if you don't get your behind down off of that cabinet, I'ma tell you that. Get down from that place right now. Bye-bye. Okay. Girl, I climbed up to the daggone ceiling.
Oh, Lord.
Got me recording that.
I know, right? Oh, Lord.
Based on your level of faith, what would you do in that scenario to get you to the level of faith you're trying to go to?
Oh, see, that's where my fear would come in. I would end up accepting the blue car anyway, because I don't want to walk.
And if you accept the blue car, what would you say?
I'll take this for now, but God knows I want a red car.
Okay.
And He's gonna give me a red car.
Okay. Then that's it. Would you say that that's an acceptable place for you?
Being in the blue car?
If you say, I'm going to take this blue car, I'm going to take it and drive it for now, but God's going to give me my red car. Is that an acceptable space for you?
Yes.
Okay. Then you stay there, but then you stay there, but you don't stay there forever, right?
Right. Because the blue car is only temporary. God knows I want a red car, so He's going to give me a red car.
Because your level of faith hasn't reached that yet.
Okay.
So you have to work with where you are.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Got it? So like, for example, I know that I can eat whatever I want to eat on this planet and be okay because the mind dictates what happens to me. Let this mind be in thee that is also in Christ Jesus. So the mind is important, right?
Yes.
The mind is what dictates what happens to me. So there are people who walk around here 400 pounds, eat McDonald's every day, and they ain't dead and they're healthy. Because they have already conditioned their mind that that food ain't going to bother them. But I was taught that all the food in the world going to bother me. So I know two realities are running. There's a such thing as I can eat whatever I want to eat, and it ain't going to bother me. I know that that could be my reality. Am I living in that space right now? No. So what do? I eat whatever I want, but I also eat healthy stuff. Because in my mind, I have to have something healthy to be alive. But as soon as I don't believe that anymore, guess what I'm going to be doing? Eat whatever I want to eat at that time. Because I have to go by my level of faith and spirit to elevate me to where I'm going.
Okay. I see what you're saying. I'm kind of in the predicament now when it comes to the car situation. I'm driving a Honda, but I want a PT Cruiser.
There you go.
Like that PT Cruiser is mine. I'm going to get a PT Cruiser. The Honda is just a temporary situation until my PT Cruiser comes around.
Shit. Because it's going to go by your level. See, for me, if I ask for a red car and a blue car comes, I'm not taking the blue car.
I'm taking the blue car. I want your level of faith. I want your level of faith. I got that fear. I don't want to walk.
When I was in the hospital in 2014, and they said, you're going to die, call your family. And I said, okay. And they say, you don't hear me? I said, I heard you. They had 9 doctors coming in and talk to me. Because I wasn't crying and I ain't called nobody to tell them I was dying. They said, do you hear me? I said, I do. I don't think you understand the severity of what we're saying. I said, I do. And when y'all walk out that door, I'm going to say, I'm not dying. I never decided to die. I'm not dying.
No, that's right.
I'm not going to do it.
I know.
That was my level of faith. If I didn't have that level of faith, I would have died that day because surely they told me I had about 48 hours. I said, no, thank you. I'm good. Deuces. Don't get it twisted. There are certain areas of my life that I'm still building my faith in. Okay. That will be constant all my life because God is infinite. So my infinite God requires that I am constantly building. It doesn't stop. I'll never arrive. I'm never going to arrive because God is infinite. The only thing I can do is enjoy the beautiful travel. Gotcha. So allow yourself to be at the space where you are, but do things to increase your faith level. Okay. If you accept that card, put some stipulations on it. Okay, God, I ain't strong enough yet. I don't trust you to that degree. But I'm gonna take this car, but I'm still waiting for that red one. Gotcha. But don't take the car and go, all right, this is it. This is all I'm gonna get. Thank you. I'm gonna make do with what I got. No. Who would serve that God? You couldn't sell me that one. I'm like, okay. You go on ahead and serve that one. I'm good. I'm gonna ask for some skates and he gonna give me a rollerblade. I'm good. I ain't gonna get my own damn self some rollerblades. So if God can't give me a rollerblade, I'll be damned. Wow. I say. I to work on increasing my level of faith. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And you tell God that I'm working with you I want to. I remember telling God one day, I want to serve you, honest to God I do, but you cray. And I can't serve you. I remember I said, I'm better than you are. So I can't serve that which I'm better than. You are cray. I do something, these people do something wrong and you send them to hell forever. My son do something wrong, I'm gonna pop him on the butt. I talk to him in about 2 weeks, but you gonna give me forever in hell? Deuces to you, Joe. Deuces to you. Give me 100 years to live and then give me eternity of hell for a jack up that I did. Screw you. Bye. Deuces, like Chris Brown say, chop it up. Deuces. Or Lauryn Hill, you may get some, but you lost this one. I know.
Jukebox.
Jukebox in the building. Yeah. So you do what you gotta do. You gotta keep doing it and build your faith. Okay. Build your faith levels up. I still need to talk to God. Yeah. Can't do it without it. Okay. If you could do it without it, you'd already done it. True. But I feel like I've been walking around telling him that though, like. Yeah, but it's different if you tell him that with the expectation that you don't think he's gonna talk to you, or with the expectation that you can't talk to God, or with all that other stuff that go along with a conversation that's dead because you don't believe God's gonna answer you back anyway. You don't believe that you can go and talk to God. You know, if you have all that going, none of that conversation it was just like talking to a wall. I believe he's not listening. That's my thing. Huh? I believe he's not listening. There you go. So when you talk this time, know he's listening. Know God is listening. If you say God's not listening, you can't get the result of it whether God listens or not, because you say God not listening.
I feel like he's.
I'll tell you like I told my son today. When you see me, you see the Father. I and my Father are one. And in that place is perfect power. So wherever I speak, I will have it. I will have whatsoever I say. So if I say God can't hear me, God's not going to hear me.
It's crazy because I get the signs like, okay, that's the only reason why I left my job, because I got a sign. I asked for a sign and I got it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave. Everything's gonna be all right. Ran out of money and no clients. Now what? I was mad. Still am mad because, like I said, I really don't want to DoorDash. I don't. I can't. I don't. I mean, it's alright. It's cool, but it's not what I want to do.
And I don't want to minimize signs because I love signs also. But I want to tell you that you'll teach your own self, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna share my reality. You may have a whole different reality. You'll teach your own self your reality with God. Because see, God is every single thing. Do you agree? Where you go? Oh, do you agree that God is everything?
I'm here. I'm here. Yes.
I'm not present, omnipotent, all powerful, all knowing, everywhere at the same time. Right?
Yes.
All right. That's in every single reality. Whatever reality you decide to live in, God is in that reality too. Whatever reality you choose, God is there too. Right?
Right.
So I live in a space where I can change my reality how I see fit. If something is happening in my life and I don't like it, I can change that reality. I can change that reality from the inside because God dwells inside of me. And the power that God has is also the power that I have. So that ability to change things comes from inside of me. Right?
Right.
So I was going to tell you something with that.
It'll come back.
I don't know, but I want to end it saying this.
You were saying.
I was sharing with you whatever reality you live in. That's what I was saying. Whatever reality you live in, God is there. But you choose the reality that you live in. So for me, my reality is that God is every single thing. Everything. Every choice, whether I deem it positive or negative, it is always God. Whether it is up or down, it is always God. Now, with that being said, I was talking about signs.
Okay.
You said I got a sign.
Yeah.
I live in a space where my higher self can give me a sign, and so can my lower self. My lower self can give me a sign. My higher self can give me a sign. Or God can give me a sign that's on the positive, or God can give me a sign on the negative. Or God, or the devil. Sometimes people call the negative aspect the devil. Either way, I can get a sign from either place.
Okay.
My job on this earth is to recognize my signs when I give them to myself, or when the divine gives me the sign to recognize if it is the divine aspect that's positive or the divine aspect that's negative, or is it my higher self or is it my lower self? Because I'm going to receive the sign because I'm giving it to myself, or the divine is giving it to me. It's up to me to recognize the signs when they come. So there are some signs I get that's going to lead me down a road of chaos. And there are some signs I get that's going to lead me down the road of happiness. So how do I do this? Because I got years of recording. I know stuff by heart now, but I use my books to teach me at first. I do what Dr. Wendy say, journal. I journal my tail off so I can know who is speaking. My higher self that's going to point me to the direction of peace, love, and joy, or my lower self that was going to point me to the direction of chaos. Because you see, either way I win. I don't lose. I don't care how this thing go. I don't lose. I'm either going to follow myself to chaos and learn not to listen to that crazy voice that next time it talk, or I'm going to go over here to divine and enjoy my happy self. Either way, I win. But I know what chaos sounds like. And I know what the divine sounds like in the positive aspect. So when you say I got a sign, I would say, well, was it your higher self or your lower self? Now, if you enjoy what's happening from your sign, then that was your higher self. If you got some chaos going on, that was your lower self.
I'm sorry, I got a call that came in. I had to.
That's okay. I was saying that y'all gonna let me start talking. Y'all know y'all can't do that. When you get a sign, you have to teach yourself who gave you this sign. Now, if you're operating in a place, the sign said go do this, and you got chaos happening. I think the phone number went out again because I noticed the theme came up. See, I'm learning this stuff over here now, this technology.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
So when you get the sign, right, and you pay attention to the sign, the question becomes, is that sign rendering you something positive or something negative? And if it's rendering you something negative, then you know that was your lower self telling you to go this way. But it doesn't matter. Don't get it twisted, because either way, you win. Because you are teaching yourself how to listen and to know what voice is talking to you.
Okay.
So if you live in God and the devil, then you realize if it's God talking to you or the devil talking to you. If you live in higher or lower, then you realize it's your higher self, not your lower self. If you live in a space that God is everything, then you know it's positive God, negative God. But see, what people do is they get a sign, stuff hit the fan, and then they say, well, God told me to do it. I was over here. I was supposed to do this. And then they get mad at God because they're not paying attention to the voices. They haven't taught themselves the voices. I don't get mad at God. You crazy one. You haven't taught yourself the voice of God yet.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense.
I said. So record it. If God told you to go over here and you done had chaos, say, this is what it sounds like when God is bringing me chaos. Okay. Seriously. That's what I did. Every time I said, God told me to do this. And I write, oh, God told me to do this today. And then a week later, that stuff hit the fan. I went back. I didn't like this feeling. This was chaos. I'm telling you some good stuff. That's what I did. And then when God told me to do something, God told me to do this. And I read, oh, this was really good. Oh my God, I love this one right here. And then I started recognizing the voices.
Okay.
So now, if I hear God say, you should go over here to the left, I already know you. You crazy. I ain't going to the left. I know that's chaos. I know your voice.
I have to recognize my higher self and my lower self's voice.
Yes. Just because you heard a sign don't mean that was the divine positive, unless you done trained yourself to know the difference. Because you have to remember, I'm sharing with you my reality now. You can make your own up, because all of them are available. So I'm sharing with you my reality, and that is when the divine is giving you the instructions or giving me the instructions, it's my job to figure out my higher self or lower self. Are you leading me over here to this crazy, or are you leading me over here to this? And it's my job to distinguish the two voices.
Okay.
And it's my job to follow the good one that I deem as good per my perception, and leave the bad one alone according to my definition of bad. Yeah, some good stuff. And it's very powerful once you know it. You take God out the sky. Everybody put God in the sky waiting to grant your every wish. No nobody take no time to realize God got $500 different realities you can live in. And whatever one you choose, God is there. That's what I was saying the other day. I said, if you ask somebody who's a Christian, when they have a near-death experience, do you know what Christians say? What happened to them when they have a near-death experience? You watch any of these shows with near-death experiences? I love near-death experiences.
Yeah.
You know what they always say?
What?
I saw the pearly gates and the gold roads. Pearly gates and the gold road. Oh, the street was paved in gold. And they had these beautiful gates made of diamonds and pearls everywhere. Because that's how heaven is described in the Bible.
Okay.
But if you talk to somebody else who's just spiritual, they're going to say, I saw the bright light and it just felt so good. I just knew it was just a whole bunch of love. And then if you talk to somebody who's into their ancestors, they're going to say, I saw my dad. I saw my dad. He was right there. Because they're going to see the reality that they created. All of them are available. And God will meet you at all of those realities. In my house, in my Father's house are many mansions. Yeah. So get in there and get them questions answered. So many people have put God in a place where God is so above them. Ah, get your dog. Get your dog, lady. The refrigerator's open, the dog is out getting ready to get in the refrigerator. Get your dog. Close the refrigerator door. Get your dog. Oh, sorry about that. Close the refrigerator door. Huh? I don't care who did it. Just close the door, crazy girl. Okay. What was I saying? They done made me forget my thought.
It'll come back.
That's quite crazy. That's quite crazy. I was saying all sides. I was going to tell you something good. All realities are available. Whatever reality you choose, God is in all of the realities. Oh, I said God. People put God in the sky and they make God so much higher than them. They make God so much higher than them because God created all things, right? So there are people who sit around and they say God is so much higher than them. Not even Jesus did that. Jesus started not robbery to consider himself equal to God. Philippians 28, I believe that is. Here's what I'm saying. There's a reality that you can sit in and God is higher than you, and you got to sit there and do all that. There's also a reality that you are one with God. There's a oneness that takes place, which means there is no me. There's only God. When I move, God moves, just like that. When God moves, I move, just like that. When I move, God moves, just like that.
I love that.
That's my reality. When you see me, you see the Father. Now, whether that's your reality, that's on you. But when I walk in this body right here, that ain't nothing but God moving. When I'm looking out right here, that ain't nothing but God moving. No separation. God not sitting in the sky waiting to grant my every wish. I get to see God every day, doing miraculous things every day.
That's crazy you mentioned that, the whole people putting God above them, because that's how I feel like I was, like, it took me back to my grandma when you said that. My grandma's mother, actually, because they worship God. She had this big picture of, I don't know if you ever seen that picture of Jesus on the stone. He's praying and he's looking up. Light is around him. My grandma had that picture in her house, and that's how she felt. You know what I'm saying? God is all the way up there, and we have to repent our sins and be the slave and all this other craziness. And I just never felt what they felt. It just felt like it was crazy,
like you just said.
Yeah, slavery, crazy talk. But I couldn't say that. But when I did start speaking about my people, looked at me like I was crazy, like blasphemy, like it's a bad thing. No, you can't say that. You're not one with God. No, you can't be one with God. God is up there. Oh my God, you took me back.
Yeah, and that's their reality, and they're allowed to live in it, right? But there's another reality that God and I are one. See, I can't serve nobody that's up here, and they got their thumb on me, telling me what I can and cannot do. You can do this, you can't do that, you can't do. I'm not serving that, because I'm not gonna do it. I'm be honest with you. That's why that stuff wasn't working for me, because I wasn't gonna do that. But when I saw myself, this is a oneness that I'm sharing. This is a oneness that I'm sharing with God. There is no me. There is no me. So the only person that's telling me what to do is me or God. And I'm one, is me. It's not something sitting in the sky. And that's the case for everybody, honestly, because they have to believe that somebody's sitting in the sky. And they told themselves to believe that. So it's always me. It's always them. It is them that's believing someone's sitting in the sky. So that had to even come from them. So they chose that.
Okay.
I'm just aware that they chose it. I'm aware that I can choose, that I choose it.
Gotcha.
Genesis 3:32. Behold, man has become one of us to know good and evil. He now knows he is God. That's in the Bible. Because man became aware
That he is one.
that he is one. God does everything. There's nothing God doesn't do. So how can I say that I'm separate from that? Whatever it is I'm doing, trust and believe God's doing it. Because God does everything. God does everything. But some people look at it as a puppet. But I don't, it's not, for me, in my reality, it's not a puppet. I'm God. I'm just what Jesus said. I am one with my Father. When you see me, you see the Father. If you have a cup of water, this is what my uncle used to tell me, my master teacher. Let me just say this to you. If you got a cup of water and you have another cup of water to the left, and you pour that a little bit of that water in that other cup, you still got this big old cup, but you got this little cup right here. And you pour it in there till it fill up, but you still got water right here because there's a lot of water in here. And you got this little cup. What's inside the cup? Water. Did it change because it went to a smaller vessel?
No, it's water.
So if this is God and God created this and pour out his spirit in this, did it change because it's in this?
Still God.
It's still God. But they do a lot of work to convince you that that's not the case, and then you lose your connection, and then you don't know what to do. You wander around earth and don't even know what your powers are because you don't forgot who you are. You done took on somebody else's God that told you you're separate from God. Made you feel bad about your connection. Oh, you can't say you connected to God, you're going to hell. Don't you say that you're going to hell. Then they gave you all this fear-based stuff so that you can't see your connection, so that you can never see who you are. Yeah. In the book of Ezekiel, it say, will those dry bones live again? Yes, they will. They're going to wake the heck up. And they're going to remember who they are. In that space, it's easy to serve. It's easy to serve God. It's easy to trust God. It's easy to worship God. It's easy to love God.
You got somebody telling you how to.
Huh?
Do you have somebody telling you how to do it?
I should. Let this mind be in thee that's also in Christ. What was the mind of Christ? The mind of Christ was, I and my Father are one. When you see me, you see the Father. Beautiful thing.
You quote in scripture. I don't know the Bible like that. I Bible school, but
I say. You don't need the scripture. You can pick, you have to pick up a book. It's inside you. The truth is inside you. God came here knowing exactly all that it needed to know to make it through this life. But we're going to do some more of this. Because Spirit says it got all kinds of beautiful questions. So this is the journey to God for you. Hey Nina, I see you. And where is Talani? Talani on the same journey. I don't see her in here now. So we're gonna take the journey. Asha. Stephanie too. Asha. So let's do it.
I'm ready.
Yeah. This is good. Tamara, how you doing out there, Tamara? Brandy says, wow, you just confirmed something. Hey, Asha. Yes, yes. There's so many gods. There's a whole bunch of them.
Oh my God. Have y'all American Gods?
Huh?
Have you watched American Gods?
Uh-uh.
It comes on Stars. It's a show talking about the gods and how there's this like new war going on between the old gods and the new gods, and they actually talk about this in the last episode about the her grandma died. Her grandma died, and then her brother died, and she's crying to the pastor because she's prayed and prayed and prayed, but nothing's happened, and the other guys, it's crazy. It's a lot of the stuff we talk about today. They talk about in that show. Hard to explain. You actually have to watch it to understand it. I understand it, but it's hard for me to explain it.
What's it called? What's the name of the show?
It's called American God.
American God. Asha. Asha. I'm gonna. I had to watch that. Hold on one second. Okay. Sorry about that. These children, child. These children. So, Miss Regina gave me an excellent thing to do, and I am going to do it. I want you guys to send me a message privately and tell me if you would be interested in participating in it. Okay? And it's going to be Bible study. And it's going to be reading the scriptures. And she says, I want to know your perspective on the scriptures. So we will be taking different scriptures from the Bible, and I will be sharing my perception of these scriptures. Does not necessarily mean they will be yours. I'm sharing what it means to me. And come here, Zai. And if you guys are interested in doing and participating in that, I want you guys to let me know. We probably will do it once a week. Maybe once a week. Yeah, maybe once a week. It's gonna be this. I don't know what it'll be titled, but it's gonna be a class, and we're gonna be talking about it. So if that's something that interests you, I want you to send me a message and let me know that you're interested in it. Okay? I want you to send me a private message and let me know you're interested in it. And also, I want you to send me a private message, not publicly, a private message, and tell me what you can donate to be in this class. What can be your weekly or bi-weekly or monthly donation for this class? I want you to send that to me. Shenice, you cannot pay me anything, but donate to me to come into this class because you just cannot, but you should be there. Okay? You should be there. Everyone in Ray Charles know this about me. I believe that everyone who can donate should. And everyone who cannot should still be able to come. That's how it works up in here, up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here, up in here. So wherever you are comfortable donating every month or every 2 weeks, I want you to send that to me. That's real. Okay? And we're going to do it once a week. Once a week. And I want you to be in honor. I want you to be in honor. And I'm telling you to tell me what you can afford so I don't feel bad about kicking you out when you don't pay what you said you can afford. Because I'm going to just kick you right on out. Because if you're dishonorable to me, I'm going to just kick you right on out. I don't do dishonor. That's why I'm asking you what you can afford. Does that sound reasonable? What you can donate. Does that sound reasonable? Asha. So let's do it. And you can bring your scriptures and all that stuff. I would like to know what your scriptures are the week before so I can go and read it, and familiarize myself with the scripture. But I will tell you this. I will not be saying, well, this is what was happening back then in that time, because I was not back then in that time. I cannot tell you what they were thinking back then in that time. I will be telling you what it means to me right now in this time. How it applies to me today. Yes. I would not be saying, well, back in 13 before Christ, this was happening. I'm not doing any of that. Because I can't attest to none of that. I wasn't there. I can attest to what's happening right now today. And how I use it and what it means to me. Ashe. I'll give you a snippet. There's one of my favorite scriptures in the Bible is the one I just talked about. Then I'm gonna get off here. Y'all let me talk for probably 2 hours. This thing probably been on 2 hours. Y'all know it don't make no sense. Y'all can't let me talk like that. Somebody gotta say, Dr. Do shut up. One of my favorite scriptures in the Bible is Genesis. And the reason it's my favorite scripture in the Bible is because when God told Adam and Eve not to eat of the tree of knowledge or the tree of life, and the serpent said, or they would die, and the serpent said, no, you're not going to die. The only reason God doesn't want you to eat of the tree is because he knows if you eat of the tree, you're going to know who you are. You're going to know your God. So eat. And then they ate. And then the first thing God said when he came into the garden was, you jokers that ate of the tree of life. And they're like, yep, I sure did. And then God started punishing them for eating from the tree of knowledge. And then God went back to his homeboys and God said, them jokers that ate from the tree of life. And now they know they are God, which is exactly what the serpent said. And then God said, now go to the cherubims and make sure they never eat of the tree of life. So go out there and make sure they never eat that tree. So they ate from the tree of knowledge. And God got upset. So he said, go and cover it up. We don't want them to know this forever. That's not forever. That's the tree of life forever. And I said, darn. Now, this might trip y'all. I'm just letting y'all know what it means to me. I said, Dad, God would be scared of me? God would be scared that man would know who man is? That he would cut off knowledge? And I said, wow, that's what they do today in the regular world. They cut off ways to knowledge. That's interesting. That is a real man quality. Doesn't seem divine to me. That's interesting. And that made me get into a whole lot of interesting conversations with the divine to get more clarity on that whole thing. Because the serpent told the truth and God wasn't as honest. And in that moment, I was like, this stuff is vice versa. It's vice versa. At that moment, it became vice versa for me. And I was able to allow myself to go vice versa. Meaning, just like you tell me I can't be like Jesus, I'm going to be like Jesus. Because this stuff is vice versa. Just like you say, I can't do this, yes, I can. Because this stuff is vice versa. This stuff is vice versa. You having an aha moment, Nina? Yeah. And just like y'all tell me that the devil comes to rob, kill, and destroy, when I look at the Bible, God was the one killing everybody, and the devil didn't kill not one person. And you may have some arguments about the book of Job, depending on what scholar you're listening to. But some scholars say Job, that the devil killed Job, and then some scholars say that he didn't. But either way, it was only one book that the devil may or may not kill them. But God was horrific, and God was killing up everybody. And I was like, this thing, vice versa. So what you tell me I cannot do, I absolutely can do. When you tell me I'm not one with God, I absolutely am. This vice versa. That was the first book in the Bible. And that thing set me all the way free. And I said, I know the God that I would serve would not be fearful for me to know who I am. Only someone beneath me would fear me knowing who I am. Yeah, that's mine. So just want y'all to know how I think. But y'all say y'all want to get in, or how much you're willing to donate to be a part of it. The Holy Bible is the Bible I grew up on, King James Version. And then when I got older, I got the Hebrew Bible, and I got it from a Hebrew bookstore. So all the names in it were Hebrew and all of that. Same story, though. You literally gave me the name, same story. Yeah. So I'm just saying, just so you know, that's what it did for me. Now if that made you go, this chick is crazy, then you don't want to sit in, you don't want to sit in the thing with me. But if you say, oh my God, I never thought about it like that, yes, then you want to come on in. You want to come on in. I wish I had my the book. I think it's the Yahweh House. It's my last Bible. Let me see. The Yahweh House. Let me see if I can grab my Bible. The last Bible I have, the last Bible that I use is the Yahweh House Bible, and I'm gonna see if I can show it to you. It's all tore, trying to make that thing back and forth. It ain't enough bitch. I think that. Yeah, I can't even show you. Okay, yeah, the whole book, the whole thing is gone, child. I can't even show you who the Bible came from. I did all that work to go get you the Bible so you can see it. But I done tore the front of it off. It's gone, and it has so much wear and tear. The back of it's gone. Yeah. So it came from the book of the Torah written by Moses, but it's I think I got it from something called the Yahweh House. And the cover is burgundy. Was burgundy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So just if you want to do it, just let me know. But this book is toe up, honey. It's toe up on the floor.
Dr. Smith,
Huh?
what's my assignment?
Huh?
What is my assignment?
The assignment is to have the conversation with God
Okay.
and let God know that you don't trust. I don't trust you, God, in the area of my finances, and
Okay.
here's why.
Okay.
And I don't want to feel this way, so help me feel better. Yeah,
All righty.
I should.
I'm gonna work on it.
Anybody have any questions before we roll out? Y'all done let me talk for a long time. Anybody have any questions before I roll out? Okay, hold on. Now y'all good? Does anybody say this lady crazy? I can't talk to her. She cray cray.
I like the crazy lady.
Huh?
I like the crazy lady. The crazy
I like
lady
the crazy
talk.
lady too.
That's why we let the crazy lady talk, because we like hearing her talk.
I say. But we did good today. We did good. I hope everybody got something out of today. And if you didn't, it ain't me. You quick way. So I'm just kidding. I mean what I say, but I'm just saying. Because either you got, I'm going to stay around, or you got, I'm leaving. You got something. I say. Okay, that's it for me. I love y'all. Nina, I hope you show up more. It's good to see you today, lady. You guys gotta check out Nina's page. Nina got some cocoa butter, shea butter, all that good stuff that she be selling on her page. Homemade shea butter.
I will be seeing you a lot more.
Good. Yeah,
And look, even though I came in on the tail end, I got something. I always get something when you speaking.
I say.
Thank you, and I love you, lady.
Love you too. I say. You all right, Win? Dr. Win? I tried to see if Tamara was okay.
Okay.
Call Tamara, make sure she okay.
Girl, she probably done stepped away from the phone. Just got her phone on or something.
I say. Joanne in the building. I see Joanne in the building.
Hey, Dr. New, how are you? Love you, lady.
Love you too, lady.
Yeah, I'm driving. Love you guys.
I say. I put some lip gloss on y'all. Let's dry. That is so good. Stephanie, you should be coming to the conference. That's the third time I said that, but I ain't gonna say no more. What BJ? BJ is in the building. Selena Mack, how you doing? You doing all right? I can't hear you.
Yes, I think I'm doing great.
Good.
Yes. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Great.
I'm a little hot right now.
A little hot?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna open up this door in here and get me some fresh air. I think they got the heat on hell where I am right now.
Oh, no, I got the air. I'm kind of chilly in my house. I was in here dozing a good bit. I'm tired. I've been so tired lately. I don't know what's going on.
I say. Well, I'm glad to see you here today. Brandy, you doing all right, Brandy?
Yes, ma'am.
You got something out of today?
Yes, ma'am.
Yay!
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I do need to know what my block is, though. It might be the same one she has, though.
Ashe. We'll find it out. We'll come back. I'm gonna come back again this week. We're gonna do it again.
Yes, ma'am.
I love you, lady.
Love you more.
Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Hey! How you doing, Kiki? You want to say something?
It's always good. It's always good. It is. Naturally I'm at work, but I was listening in, and I could so relate with Shenice and her areas of blockage. Like it just, yeah, it resonated so much for me. And I think a lot of it just has to do with, after listening, I think for me, a lot of it has to do with value in myself. You know what I mean? Because if my value in myself is not where I need it to be, then it's not going to show to the people out, that I'm trying to bring in or what have you. So if I don't value myself, then they're not going to value my worth either. So I think that's what I took from it today. So that's one thing that I want to focus on with myself and work on is, building my worth and my value, because you can say it all day long, but making it show at the same time is going to be the key for it. So
Ashe.
it was good today. Today was really good.
Ashe. Yay! Ashe.
Oh, Dr. New.
Uh-huh.
Kiki brought up a good point about the whole valuing thing. Like, I saw everybody posting that I am amazing. I can't do it right now. I don't feel amazing.
Oh, you couldn't put the post up?
I could say it, but I don't feel it.
It's okay. You can say it till you feel it. That's how you do
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Say it till you feel it.
Exactly.
Yep. You say it till you feel it.
Shanice,
Yes.
you are amazing.
Thank you.
You are freaking amazing.
Thank you.
Denise,
Yes.
And if not, you better get there. No.
you are amazing. I see myself in you. And Dr. Anu showed me how amazing I was, and I am. You are going to step so far out of this person that you see when you look in the mirror right now. You won't even know who that person is, but you'll see glimpses of you in other people, and you'll be able to help someone else pass that level that they need to pass. It's your time, girl. You are amazing.
Thank you.
Yes, she
You're
is.
welcome.
Thank you. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put it. For some reason, I was like, man, I don't feel amazing. Oh my God, everybody's saying they're amazing, and I know it's reflecting back on me, but I don't feel it. But I'm gonna keep saying it. I am. I'm about to put it in an affirmation. I have affirmations all over my wall, and I've got like tons of affirmations that I've written down. I'm gonna put it on my wall to help with it.
Amazing.
I am amazing.
Yes.
I am amazing.
Yes.
I am amazing.
Yes.
I am amazing.
Yes, you are, and beautiful to go with it.
Thank you. Thank you, Tina. Thank you. I love y'all. Y'all are awesome. Oh my God, y'all are so amazing. So amazing. All of y'all. All of y'all.
You can only see in us. Complete that sentence.
What's in myself?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So with that, y'all are amazing. I am amazing.
I say. I say. It's real. It's real.
Thank you, Dr. Anu. I love you.
Thank you. I love you. We doing this thing, honey.
Yes,
We all
yes,
up in here.
yes, yes, yes.
Mm.
Shay.
I
I say. So yes, please put I'm amazing on your wall. Tag me in it. I am amazing.
I'm amazing. I'm amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. And tag me. Everybody, we got to up tag me. I want my whole page to go, I'm amazing, I'm amazing, I'm amazing, I'm amazing, I'm amazing. I'm like, yes, we are.
I'm feeling it now. Okay. Okay.
I think the only thing that makes us feel like we're not amazing is someone else. We all are amazing.
I say.
Other people can make you feel like you're not amazing, or other things.
Yeah.
I
It's
say.
interesting that you say that because when y'all was doing the I was amazing thing, I'm still trying to figure out my whole cycle thing. Cause I just realized like when I'm right before I'm about to come on my cycle, I start feeling bad. Like it's like I've pointed it out as waves of like depression or whatnot. And when y'all were doing it, it was on one of them days, and I was just like, I don't feel amazing. Like I don't feel, and I'm still trying to figure that out. Like, okay, why do I get these little waves of depression like the week before I'm about to come on my cycle? I can't stand it. I'm like, why? Because I'm such an upbeat person, and then that hits me, and it's like, seriously, like for real. So I'm working through that.
Yeah.
I say.
But now I do. Thank you, y'all. I love y'all. Thank you. Like you said, I'm supposed to be here, so I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Here. Hold on. Hold on. What'd you say? Oh. I say. You're amazing. So I just where's Mama J? Mama J, I don't want you to say that. Just shake your head. If you could just shake your head, yes or no. Can you hear me? Okay. Just shake your head, yes or no. Mama J said, I really miss that good old healing we used to do. Was this it, Mama J? I say. I say. I say. I say. I love y'all.
I got a quick question.
Okay.
Is Lynn done shrinking a little bit, or am I blowing up more?
She's shrinking. She's shrinking.
I know. I see that beautiful neck. Oh my gosh. And y'all see my neck, huh?
Okay. I love that. I love that. She's shrinking.
Yeah, awesome.
At 5 o'clock at the daggone gym. Who the world does that? Linda.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, 3 days a week. I'm out at boot camp at 5 in the morning.
Awesome. I gotta work. I'm behind you all.
Yeah, I'm letting go of that which does not serve me.
Yes.
Ah, Shay.
I hear you.
Shay. Ah, love y'all.
Good job.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we did good. We did good today. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna rest and absorb all this beautiful stuff that just transpired. And guess I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Okay.
Don't forget to send me the things if you want to come in. And don't forget to put I'm amazing and hashtag. No, not hashtag. And tag me. Hashtag I think is Twitter. Or I don't know. Hashtag. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know when you're gonna hashtag. Just tag me. I don't know if it's a hash or a tag. Just tag me. Love y'all. All right. And